Freelee the Banana Girl and Shane Dawson had a very interesting internet relationship. I'm going to assume most of you lived through that YouTube era where Freelee the Banana Girl would make YouTube videos trying to help people by critiquing people's looks, their diet, and their skin, trying to get them to go vegan. In terms of her YouTube channel, look, to be honest, this was probably Freelee's peak. I did also want to say that there is a part 1 to this video, which is already on my channel. I'll link it below. That part pretty much just covers Freelee and Shane's relationship in 2014, which was a whole different kettle of fish. This video is pretty much just part 2 to that relationship and kind of a conclusion of their internet relationship. Looking back on the videos, I will say that between Shane and Freelee, this probably seems to be one of Freelee's better, more amicable relationships. And unlike most of Freelee's relationships, which are pretty one-sided in that she will make videos about people attacking them, Shane actually responded or even brought up Freelee first. I also have to apologize. I'm sure you're thinking, oh my god, Edwin, you're still such a small YouTuber. What could you possibly have to apologize for? You're perfect. Okay, that was a bit cringe, but I'll leave it in there. In part 1 of Shane and Freelee's relationship, I said that I put in that video all the videos that Freelee made of Shane in 2014, and that was actually wrong. There were actually 2 other videos of Freelee and Shane on Freelee's channel that were in 2014 that I didn't include in my last video, so I'm just going to include them now. The first video we're going to be covering is Freelee's video in 2014, which was titled My Winter Belly Weight Gain on Raw Till 4, plus Shane Dawson offers me a donut. This is what happened.
King? Oh yeah. Shane and Trish.
Both of those are oobs.
Freelee would love this.
Oobies.
This is made out of sweet potatoes.
Well, if there's no pus in that, I would like it.
No.
I'd definitely consider donuts, but you know what? I eat so much fruit that I just don't desire donuts ever. But if I was going to have one, I would definitely have a sweet potato vegan donut, no problem at all. So, back to the smoothie we're gonna have.
First of all, Miss Lady, you're trying to tell me that you eat fruit so you don't crave anything else? I don't think that's accurate. As I do keep saying in these videos, I have no nutritional qualifications whatsoever. I'm just talking about things on face value from a normal person's perspective. You're telling me, Freelee, that you don't crave anything. You don't crave donuts because there's just enough sweetness in fruit. I honestly think that's cap. So pretty much you will notice a common theme for Freelee's videos where a YouTuber will be like, hi guys, how are you today? Freelee said this about me, and then continue to make a full 20-minute vlog, where for the rest of the 20-minute vlog, apart from the 30 seconds they spoke about Freelee, has absolutely nothing to do with her. Freelee will focus on that one bit where they mentioned her name, which pretty much at that point was the basis of her content. Literally, if she had Zoella like a tweet of hers or something, she would literally make a 20-minute video and monetize it, which to be honest, get that bang, Freelee, pop off queen, yes, but also honestly a little bit sketch. The final video of 2014 which Freelee makes regarding Shane is called Moving to LA, Hot Brazilian Bodies, plus collab with Shane Dawson, plus eating out. Whoa, she certainly stuffed that title with keywords.
Shane Dawson definitely, he actually emailed me, and he actually messaged me on Twitter. He said, what's your email? And he emailed me, and he is really keen to do a collaboration when I go over there, which is awesome.
Kind of foreshadowing here, but Shane and Freelee do end up doing a collab. But obviously you see what I mean. Freelee literally, Shane Dawson asked for her email, and she's literally 20-minute vlog. Obviously she did vlog other things in this video. I'm not going to knock what she's doing here, because first of all, it's not hatred. Second of all, literally me. Literally, watch a legit YouTuber comment on one of my videos, and me making a full 5-part 50-minute series on a singular comment. It's basically a year later at this point, but Freelee makes a video titled Shane Dawson says my food is bad and I attack Zoella, feat Trish and Onisian. I don't really know how to say that guy's name, to be honest. I know he exists. I kind of know who he is. I will also mention as well that it's kind of funny to me the fact that Trisha doesn't get a last name. Zoella, obviously everyone knows who Zoella is, that's her YouTube name. It'll become more obvious as kind of videos roll on. Anytime she mentions Shane, it's always Shane Dawson. I think we know who's got the largest audience that she's trying to target with the keyword search.
So Zoella, okay, so Freelee did a video about Zoella. Freelee does videos about everybody.
Right, because she's crazy.
And it was but we love her.
So obviously again that there's so much banter between these people. I swear if Tanner did something like this, when Tanner and Freelee were fighting, Freelee would literally be like, you called me crazy. How dare you call me crazy? That is a form of bullying. This is a little bit of a longer clip, but I really think you need to see this because it adds a lot of context to the whole situation.
Freelee made a video being hello, fruit bats. Zoella says she loves her doggy, but she also eats bacon, so she's a bitch or whatever. So then all the fruit bats went over to Zoella and attacked her. And then Zoella blocked Freelee on Instagram, blocked her on Twitter, blocked her everywhere. and I guess like tweeted something like, I'm having a panic attack, like going crazy.
Zoella did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Freelee made another video like, I'm sorry, Zoella, I'm giving you a panic attack, but you eat meat.
If that doesn't summarize Freelee, I don't know what does.
The vegan thing is a little extreme.
Extreme is not being able to run 100 meters with your kids without getting out of breath and having to use an asthma puffer.
Objection. Relevance. You can be vegan and still have asthma. Veganism does not cure asthma. I'm not vegan and I don't have asthma, so...
Extreme is taking 10 different medications and then dealing with side effects like seizures, brain swelling, anal bleeding, loss of eyesight. Extreme is being cut open on the operating table, having your insides exposed to stale hospital air to get your arteries unblocked from your poor diet. Extreme is forking out thousands of dollars on pharmaceuticals, doctor's visit, hospital visits, when you don't have to.
I don't know whether Freelee's admitted this, but guys, you can be vegan and still be unhealthy. Crazy. I'll give you guys a sec to let that set in. Obviously, she made bank with her YouTube channel, but honestly, she'd be so good at like infomercials because she's literally like, this teacup here will save your life. The water from this teacup will cure all your diseases. The water from this teacup will stop you from getting asthma. I just think you need to just reel it in a little bit because you are making people's expectations really high. This is probably why as well you had so many people go vegan and then totally just drop it because you were like, it's going to cure all your diseases and save your life. And then so many people probably went vegan for like 6 months and none of that happened, and then you just look like a bit of a scammer. Please just reel it in a little bit, okay? The next video is Shane Dawson goes vegan. This was posted in like peak clickbait era, so YouTube really didn't factor in watch time. It was all about clicking on a video, so obviously the clickbait probably worked for this one.
So news just in, Shane Dawson is going vegan. That's right, he's going vegan. Well, I'm not 100% sure if he's going vegan, but it looks very much like that. He could be doing it like a taste test or something. But anyway, someone sent me a message today saying, you got to check out Shane Dawson's page, go to the Instagram page. And by the way, as you can see, he has 2.3 million followers. He's got a shit ton of followers basically. And this is really, really good to see.
Over an Instagram post. Shane's channel at the time was like trying crazy foods, like trying things, etc, etc. So obviously that was what he was doing. And Freelee being like, he posts on Instagram, proceeds to make like a 20-minute video about it, all monetized. Like honestly, as I do keep saying, like get that bank, Freelee, but also...
So as you can see here, we have got tofurkey. All of these products here are vegan. And I was just shocked because I've seen Shane in the past write off tofurkey and say, oh, never eating this shit, blah, blah, blah. And now he's writing this is happening, and he's got all this amazing vegan food. And I think it's great. And it's very, very good timing for Shane to actually jump on the Raw Till 4 30-day Banana Girl cleanse. Shane, you can be a banana girl for the next 30 days.
So Freelee's whole Raw Till 4 thing is being raw and eating like bananas and fruit water and everything until 4 o'clock. I don't see any fruit in this whole photo. So what makes you think he's going to do Raw Till 4? I think you're being a little bit ambitious with that one.
Anyway, I just wanted to make that report and just let Shane know I am super proud of him. Like, Shane, this is awesome. This is really, really good. This is a direction to take it. And your friend Joey is vegan and Jenna's also vegan. So everybody around you is just turning vegan, and now you're turning vegan. So it's great. Trisha's going to be next.
Obviously, Freelee's made so much content about people that's like so toxic, etc. But I will say that I am impressed with her language towards Shane. Like, I think at all points, she was never like to Shane, go, I hate you. Which obviously she was like that to other people, but it is kind of refreshing to watch back and be like, you know what? Her and Shane, obviously, although they had their differences, were very much supportive and like kind to each other, and there was to an extent like a mutual respect, I think. This next video is genuinely iconic. It is the video we've all been waiting for between Trisha Paytas, Shane Dawson, and Freelee the Banana Girl. Please keep in mind that Freelee made 15 videos about Shane. I'm pretty sure she made a little bit more, but like 15 is the number that I've kind of gotten to. Shane made one video talking about Freelee. The video was called Tasting Vegan Fast Food with Trisha Paytas and Freelee.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Oh my god. How did this happen? I wore a turkey shirt to celebrate, and then I realized...
Very appropriate.
Then I realized it's Turkey Day, which means this bitch is gonna get eaten.
Watching back this collab is pretty funny, and I will say that there's obviously really in person to people, I think, is respectful. Obviously, she gets a little bit too confident being online behind a screen.
This is good. Oh my god, this is really good. Oh my god. What?
I'm sorry.
What?
It's real fucking meat.
Oh my god, what an idiot.
I'm pretty curious how intense Freelee would be with this. Do you reckon that she was like, no, we have to go like together to the fast food place to make sure you're not poisoning me with like animal flesh? Or do you reckon she was just like trusting enough? Being in her position, I wonder how much trust she would have of Shane. To disrespect someone's like dietary and ethical choices like that, I do feel like is quite disrespectful. So I don't really think they would do that, but just something interesting which I thought I would point out. Then the collab just got weird.
Like, actually, yeah. What? What Trishy. 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 Hey Fruit Bats, welcome to another episode. So today we are going to be eating Trisha Paytas.
The video is very Shane, so obviously very appropriate to be on his channel because obviously he has like the film and like the director side of him. It's kind of the collab we all expected, but it didn't turn out to be the way we expected. Once she presumably leaves LA, Freelee pretty much makes a video called Meeting Kalal, Jenna, Nikki and Gabby, Shane Dawson, Trish and Joey in LA. I believe maybe that Shane's audience might have been the most powerful because she doesn't do Jenna's full name, she doesn't do Trisha's full name, she doesn't do Joey's full name, but she makes sure to include Shane Dawson.
Wait, was this in LA?
This is Matt Baldy, like, there's snow out there.
This is Gabby, and we're about to surprise Nikki at the hair salon.
Oh my god, this is
Great
so
to
funny.
have you.
I know.
Hey. It's been awesome to finally meet you. Oh, it was so Thank you. You meant so much to me.
Look, to be honest, this video is pretty low effort. Like, literally all it is Freelee's like sporadic vlog clips of this is Joey Graceffa, this is Trisha Paytas, this is Shane Dawson. No real context to the clips, really proving that she was in the same room with these people. Freelee's next video on Shane was called Shane Dawson, I Have a Challenge for You, which this was pretty much just like a meal plan of Freelee in what Shane would do if he were to go vegan for the day. In this video, Freelee, to like the best of her ability, basically while she's in LA and continues her diet as she would like in her normal life in LA, to basically be like, Shane, you don't really have excuses, you can do this because I got the products in LA. Spoiler, Shane never follows the diet, and this video, like, I do find one of the clips funny.
Oh, this is good. No pus. No hormones. No saturated animal fat.
No one had to get hurt either,
Yeah.
including yourself.
What in the infomercial Disney Channel was that? I'm sorry. Like 4 randoms just eating ice cream outside a store in LA. I don't 100% know at this time, but I think that was probably one of Shane Dawson's like scandals when he was a bit more like controversial with the internet, where everyone was like hating him. Looking back now, there are a lot more instances as to when that has happened, but this was one of them. And Freelee made a video to involve herself, pretty much called My First Experience with Shane Dawson Revealed.
Good morning, banana babes. Welcome to another beautiful day.
This is basically just a day in the life vlog where for like 30 seconds of it, she talks about Shane. The whole camera situation in this is extremely questionable. I'm pretty sure she didn't use that camera after this vlog, which thank God. I don't like this whole be real before it was be real whole frame situation thing. Like, no thank you.
Guys, something else I like to do to start the day is to choose a card. Okay.
I had to include this little be real clip, but I'm sorry, I can't get over the angle of this.
Guys, something else I like to do to start the day is to choose a card. Okay.
Send out a tweet saying you're on the show and
Oh
just
my
send me
God.
questions and see what they say.
So you guys have definitely got to check out that podcast. So you got to get over that, hey. Get over that and focus on it, what is really important, and it's this urgent message of veganism that we need to get out there.
The gist of this video was pretty much like, whatever Shane did, get over it. The real issue is veganism. Oh my God, this woman could twist anything for veganism. Like literally, you'd be walking along in a path and being like, you know what? You're lucky you can go for a walk because you know who can't? The pig which you ate as bacon this morning. Shane Dawson sent me this personal video, that whole face thing. So I don't know how Shane sent Freelee this video. I believe it was probably like via DM or something, or on Twitter, because when I searched on YouTube it didn't come up. This is pretty much what happens.
I'm gonna take your challenge. Now it's time for you to take mine. I want you to eat 6 vegan donuts, and I want them to be glazed. I want them to have sprinkles on top. I want them to be just beautiful, like just straight out of a Kylie Jenner Instagram pic. Then I want you to have 1 large glass of chocolate almond milk with some vegan whipped cream on top.
And like, I'm just glad that Shane is actually, bringing attention to the fact that you can get so many, junky options that are vegan.
I would tell you to cover it in ranch, but that's not vegan. So instead, I want you to cover it in an entire bottle of hot sauce. And that is your diet for the day. I hope I kill you.
I'm not going to include the whole video because it is quite long. This video is basically in response to Freelee's meal plan for Shane. Shane being like, here's my meal plan for you, Freelee, being Shane's diet. Shane did make what he was saying vegan. So in theory, there was no real reason for Freelee not to do it. She just like never did it, which I think to be honest was quite disappointing because I feel as though if she had have done Shane's diet for the day, then I guess it probably would have given Shane more reason to copy her diet. Obviously, Shane made his video going vegan for a day and Freelee responded with her video, Shane Dawson, in all caps, goes vegan for a day. Freelee's response.
Bananas are so important, especially to weight loss. I know it's important to you. Okay, let's not call it weight loss. Let's just call it weight release. You know, I didn't even like talking about weight loss at all.
I love how she's like literally like, you should lose weight. And she's literally turned around in this video being like, but I don't like talking about weight loss. Like, why don't we just call it weight release?
We found out that we failed, and that was not vegan. The meat was fake, but there was cheese and a bun, both not vegan. So it's literally 1 p.m. and I failed.
That's pretty crappy. Like, I don't think that's Shane's fault at all because he was researching that, and I would assume, I mean, like, I would double check, of course, because I've been vegan for over a decade.
Yeah, so I think it's really interesting how she's handled her response to this because I swear normally she'd be like, you idiots, you should have checked better. Meanwhile, she's obviously got a soft spot in her heart, I guess, or in her bank account. Her videos on Shane probably contributed a fair chunk of change to that YouTube coin. This response, like on face value in this video, I am pleasantly surprised that she was so positive. Really takes a lot of significant breaks where she literally will not talk about Shane for like a year, and just after a year she'll randomly be like, hold on, I used to talk about him and my videos used to get a lot of views because of it. This video was a live stream which she posted on YouTube called Shane Dawson, please explain this. Exclusive video, not on YouTube, which is actually pretty ironic because it was on YouTube, but okay. Nothing really groundbreaking or honestly like that notable was said in the video, but I did find this meme pretty funny.
All right, so this cognitive dissonance. Okay, here are some examples of cognitive dissonance.
I really don't think at many points vegans are pulverizing themselves for their diet. I don't think anyone's beefing with vegans because they're eating like plants. Everyone beefs with vegans because of the way they act towards others. It's literally just the fact that they act the way they do, and it's very pulverizing and destructive. In 2018, there was another scandal with Shane, so Freelee, of course, involved herself in that. The title of the video was Shane Dawson's situation. Yes, he was inappropriate with me. I do get, again, the whole point of this is obviously clickbait, especially when there's such serious allegations of people on the internet watching about Shane at the time.
So take your 40 pounds and shove it up your raw ass, bitch. What about cum, though? Like, is that, how can I eat that, though? All the
Bananas.
we talked about something that could be considered. It's not.
The video, as you just saw, starts off with Freelee recycling content which she has used on her channel 5 to 10 times before in videos, where anytime Shane mentioned her name, it went in the video, which like, ugh, please drop it, okay? Just leave it for a sec. Kind of respect to her, I guess, for like recycling the content this amount of times and getting people to watch a specific event so many different times.
Someone a pedo or like chopping and manipulating footage to make someone appear to be a pedo is not okay, all right? It's disgusting. And I have listened to, you know, I watched this video, this deleted video from Pop Sugar or Culture, whatever it's called, and it is cherry picking all over the place. And I'm really disgusted in this person putting this video together and trying to mislead people about Shane because, you know, Shane's throwing heaps of shade my way. He said some shit about me, all that sort of stuff, but I don't care, you know, that's his sense of humor. Times he goes a little bit dark there, but it's a joke. It really, really is a joke.
This was pretty much the last video that Freelee made of Shane, but as you can see, it's really interesting. Obviously, Shane's actions have been extremely questionable. Even though she is already an extremely controversial YouTuber, the fact she's willing to talk about Shane like this and stand up for him, which is something that I think she does deserve credit for.
Because what is more inappropriate really is the pictures that she is putting up as like an 11-year-old, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so her sticking her tongue out like this, it's over-sexualizing. It's kind of creating this sex object around her.
Honestly, are we surprised that the video gets a bit problematic? To be honest, no. But the fact that she's being like, stop attacking Shane, attack this 11-year-old girl because she's over-sexualizing herself at the age of 11 and like showing photos of her and just like, And that is the internet relationship between Shane Dawson and Freelee the Banana Girl. So I do hope you have enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed me kind of dissecting the relationship between Shane and Freelee the Banana Girl. If you did enjoy this video, please comment below any relationships between Freelee or like any other YouTubers in general that you would like me to cover. If you're not subscribed yet, could you please, as it really does help my channel. So yeah.